Springtime just shouts for bright colors and festivity, something to chase away the winter blues. In this video, we'll look at my favorites, daffodils, tulips, in a party centerpiece. I started with a ceramic vessel. It's filled with fresh water and flower food. Then, for something this big, the daffodils and tulips weren't quite enough. So I expanded. I found this gorgeous orange rose, Capriccio. I love the name, love the color. Then some yellow button palms to add a little bit of texture and substance. And then a gorgeous foliage. Pulling into the reds, it's called leucothe foliage. And it looks perfect with these colors. Adds that intensity. And then lastly, some aspidistra leaves. But the aspidistra leaves are too long. They'll just kind of overpower. So for each of those, I'm just looping them, stapling them in place, and repeating that over and over so that I have a cluster of leaves ready for designing. Creating the bouquet is easy. Just start by gathering some blooms in your hand. Remove the lower foliage. So I have 2 of the Capriccio roses, 1 of the yellow button. And then taking a stem of the leucothe, tucking it into my hand, adding a tulip and another, remembering that tulips will continue to grow. So maybe tucking them a little bit lower so that they can grow outward. Then a daffodil. They're not going to grow, so leaving it a little bit longer. A second one. Then to collar, just taking individual aspidistra curls, bringing them around. Making a tiny little bouquet that's the start of the centerpiece. To secure it, a bit of bind wire, just cutting it off, and then wrapping, making it nice and secure. Then thinking about the length that I need for this vessel, giving it all a cut. And placing it in, and then repeat, making additional bouquets until you fill the vase. The fun of this type of a design is that each bouquet can be a little bit different as long as they have the same components. So everything had some of the Capriccio roses, some of the daffodils, some of the tulip, some of the leucothe, and the button palm, but some had 3 roses, some had 1 rose. It really doesn't matter. You just tie them all off and then cluster them in, dropping them in place until it's perfectly full. To create this party centerpiece, I made 5 bouquets. And to do those 5, I worked in tins. So I have 10 of the Capriccio rose, 10 of the yellow button palms, 10 daffodil, 10 tulip, 10 of the leucothe foliage. Then to wrap them with the aspidistra leaves, I have 25 aspidistra leaves. Now, it's perfect because at the end of the party, you can take each bouquet and give it to a guest to take home and remember just how fabulous the event was. It can seem odd to talk about a party as we're all still thinking about being isolated and separated and safe, but the time will come where we can gather. And even today, small, intimate gatherings with your bubble are important, and flowers are always important. You'll find more creative inspiration on our website at flowerschool.com. If you have questions, you can reach us through there or pick up the telephone and give us a call at 503-223-8089. Now I invite you to celebrate the season, gather flowers, plan a party, even if it's just with yourself, but make it special. Fill it with flowers. And then take a picture of your arrangement. Even if you can't have a big party, you can make a centerpiece, you can make flowers, photo it, post it on social media. Hashtag Floral Design Institute. That way we can see your celebration, even from afar. Now it's your turn. Get out there and do something you love.